What's up, Steeler Nation? We are the Observers, Smo, Grant, and Chris. We've got a full house as we approach the Observers trip.
Observers Week, election night, big
Oh,
night. I'm going
Trade
to announce the
deadline.
presidency on air, live for the viewers at some point.
I wish we could find out that soon, but you know, we may
Not
have a
how it
little bit of a
works.
wait on us.
So
But,
go ahead.
but Smo and I are about to travel to Maryland because the Steelers come off a bye week to play the 7-2 Washington Commanders, as they're called now. And we got quite the weekend ahead of us. Grant, we're visiting you, so what's the itinerary?
Big itinerary for the week. One is you telling me when you're going to be here and who's picking you up. It's really messing me up.
Okay, can we not put our business in front of company? Like, shit. Not that part.
You asked for the itinerary. It
Yeah,
starts
that's
at the
it.
airport.
I have to see my family at some point. It
Why
just
that
may
that's
happen.
I just need to know if I'm taking you or you're taking they're taking it. It's really the pickup. Am I picking you up? That's
I'll
the question.
know. I should.
Okay. But after that, um, really nothing planned Thursday. The Ravens Bengals game, probably watch it here, maybe go out locally to a Green Turtle or bar or something, see the second half or whatever. Um, Friday's a big day. Big day for us and me to put the best brisket you've ever eaten in front of you. A lot of pressure here.
There is
Brisket
because
is like I'm taking on a role that I don't need to take on.
listen, that grill, you just
I'm
better have
putting it
that.
in. I'm putting it in at midnight, maybe even before on Thursday night.
I just hope it doesn't have a software
And
update in
it's
the
going
middle
to
of its
go.
fucking
I want it to go
process.
until for like 16 hours. So we'll see. But we're going to golf. The Observers Open at the Cannon Club. Um, so I think we settled on the format at you guys two-man scramble against me. Um, we need a pot. Like, what are we playing for?
Dignity.
No, no, don't play for dignity. I don't lace them
Well,
up
you
for.
don't have any.
Yeah, I don't play. I don't play for anything less than money or dinner. How about we play for dinner? We'll play for dinner Saturday night. If I win, you guys buy me dinner. If you win, I'll buy you both dinner. My wife's looking at me like hell you are.
You don't care.
I mean, how do you not take
I
that bet?
care.
That's like what, $30 a piece for dinner? Well, I'll be stuck. I
Sure.
haven't played in a few
Because we're not any
weeks.
good.
Yeah.
Also, we know you eat. So you can be. Where are we going? We going to a
True.
steakhouse?
We're going to the Blackwall Barn, which is near me. Very good, like farm to table, have steak, prime rib, really good cocktails. Um, and then after
Wait.
that, after
Gonna
that, it's really up to us if we want to how we feel. Want to, go local, couple dive bars, local bars,
you want to go
Annapolis,
out and
wherever.
you want to go to downtown Annapolis so
No, I
bad.
don't. I don't want. That's why I didn't take a restaurant there because I'm not after golfing and drinking all day and eating, and I'm not going to want to go there. I'm not going to want to go out.
Mm.
So that's Friday. I know
It's Friday.
Saturday's
that was
dinner.
Saturday night. Saturday night's for
Yeah,
dinner,
sorry, it's
but
dinner.
Friday night is just a cookout at my house. Smoking some meats, fire pit, watch the game, Penguins game. Then Saturday during the day, kind of brunch, maybe bar hop a little bit around. And then flag football playoffs. Coach Grant's got to be down on the field. You guys are welcome to join to see Luca play.
On the field, we got field passes.
You don't have field passes, but I'm down on I'm sideline get back coach. Um, so we have to do that. That's over at 6. Then I said, like I said, then dinner, and then Sunday's the game. Um, leave here around 9:30 at the latest. Beat the stadium around 10 in Observer's Tailgate,
There's a
and
Sunday
then
morning game this week.
in Germany, right?
hmm
And
Not a
then we
very
hit the
appealing
field.
one, but something will be there.
Um, and we hit our dream seats.
So we'll get to see him come out of the tunnel. If we manage to secure victory, then perhaps get the high fives.
Well, these seats aren't at the tunnel. The other ones were. These are ones that are 3 rows back behind the
Okay.
bench.
Yeah, but
Um,
we'll be right there though.
We're going to be in
yeah,
the
we'll be
game
right back.
planning,
Yeah, we'll be right. I think it's
calling
a 20
plays.
20 yard line behind the Steelers bench.
I'm gonna be hyping Najee up, making sure
Yeah,
Pickens
he'll love
Pickens
You
that.
better be on your best behavior.
oh, good grief with the climate of the
Here we
nation
go.
and how I talk and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna try and be quiet. Try not to get
Um,
the observers killed.
but it's be really fun. I'm excited. This week is dragging.
Yeah, right.
All that
Anything? Is there anything I'm missing? Anything you guys want to see, do? Pretty locked in, kind of chill itinerary. We've been talking about it for a while, but uh,
I mean,
It's very
given the
unlike you to
fact
not
that
mention the casino once.
yeah, but I know how you guys know. I mean, you guys don't like that stuff, so I don't want to force you in there.
you guys don't want
Uh,
to sit at the blackjack table
I
and
was thinking that maybe
lose every.
Thursday night, but um, because they have a really nice sports book in there, like to watch games, but it's
I
kind of
probably won't be back to
kind of
y'all. Like you said,
unnecessary.
how you said like second half. I'll probably be back with y'all around that time.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see. If anything swaps around, it's whatever.
Okay.
But the main thing is we got to get a win. So let's get into some football.
Yeah.
Picked up two
So,
new players today.
you know,
I said on the chat or on the text thread, I think uh, we are officially complete. Um, got the receiver, another lineman. Everybody's coming back from injury. I don't see a weakness. I mean, other than Broderick Jones, but it is what it is. Am I wrong?
Uh, for one, I mean, I would much rather prefer to have like James Dan, like the full offensive line back. Like Daniels isn't coming back, Palatano is not there, and we haven't been good against the run against some running backs that I don't remember their names right now, and we're staring at a lot of good running backs in the back half of this season. A lot of good offenses, a lot of good running backs, and we have struggled mightily against it.
Yeah, but we play like to that. I feel like whenever that we play a good running back, um, it's always like after the game, it's like, oh, he only got like 25 yards.
We'll see, I
It's always
guess.
the no-name guys that we never stop.
I just think is Mon Adams out for a long time? Do we remember?
Vaughn
Who?
Adams.
It's like behind Cam, they are thin, thin. That's where I would have liked maybe like a depth piece on the D line proper. I very much appreciate the edge guy as well, but we'll see. I would say that's
I
the
would
run
be more
defense has
worried
proven to be
about
a weakness.
I'd be more worried about Ogunjobi. And we Loudermilk has been a little surprising this year. He's definitely stepped up and he's had multiple plays that he's made. So he's been batting balls down. He's been making some tackles. He's running. He's hustling to the ball and everything. But as long as Cam stays Cam and we got someone behind Ogunjobi as a depth piece, then Benton, he's been kind of quiet. I'd like to see Benton make some noise in the second half of the season, but kind of like Grant says, we do play to, the teams that we're going up against. So we know they have a good run game, whereas like people will gash us for whatever
Yeah.
reason, we know how to tighten up in that moment. And then,
Which is the
but
annoying part of the team is that we play down to
Yeah.
At least,
What was the
hey, at least
point?
we ain't lose to the Giants. We covered, so we had that. But coming out of the bye week, we have a relatively clean bill of health for those that can come back. Now, what is it you would like to see in order to say, okay, that was a productive bye week outside of a win? Like, what do you want to see during this game against the Commanders?
I want to not come out flat. I said it for the Giants game, and we came out flat. I
Dude,
don't want to
we
be.
didn't really though.
I,
I mean, we could have scored we should have three
yeah,
touchdowns.
I get it, but we didn't.
We
Like,
marched right down the field. I thought we looked great.
must every first half be like field goal
Field
fest?
goals.
Yeah. Like, can we get up on someone? Can we take a 14-3 halftime lead
I
and let
would
the defense
love,
actually play ahead for once?
I would love to see some Fields packages. I've been asking for it now.
I keep
Um, I want to see him in the 10-yard line, like the 10-yard line area. What do he have? Like, I think he was like 5 touchdowns when he was in from that area, from that yardage. I think it will just like open up so many things.
I agree with you, and I want to see it too, but not until we start playing. Like, okay, this week because we're playing a 7-2 team. Let's go put some points up because it could be a shootout. The Commanders are second in the league in points. Then, but like the big games, like our divisional games, is where I really want to see it. Baltimore's defense hasn't been great. I would love to see us, really take it to them.
They got another
But
piece today.
yeah, it's a corner, but their secondary just don't forget, it's kind of like, some analysts would say about like the Jets. You can compile these players, but if they don't mesh, they're not like a team. It's fine. Their secondary has been not great this year. We may see a shootout because I don't think Cincinnati's defense is that great either on Thursday. And then they're going to have to play against us as our offense continues to build momentum and we can run the ball. So we're going to be balanced. And George Pickens has literally owned Marlon Humphrey and that secondary, the entire secondary, including what's the kid's name? Kyle Hamilton. Is
Hamilton.
that his name from Notre Dame? Yeah. So I think we'll be okay playing the Ravens. We just have to be able to stop them. But let's stay on task with Commanders. I don't want to look ahead because Jaden Daniels is really fucking good. Like, kid is nice.
Yeah, I mean, but like Tomlin against rookie quarterbacks, um, I still think we'll confuse him, rush him. I mean, he didn't really do anything against the Ravens, whose defense is as good as ours. Um, yeah, I think we'll get after him and rattle him a bit. He does throw a good deep. I worry about deep balls.
Dude,
I feel like
he's
I always see him throwing like dimes to McLaurin, like long passes. So, I worry about us. We give those up sometimes. It's annoying,
We
but
gotta stop the run so Minka can play deep.
yeah. Sutton, what do you think Sutton will see? How much playing time, if any?
I bet I'll see some.
Trice.
Maybe I don't
What's
think
your
Trice is back
ranking
yet.
there? Oh, he's not.
I don't think so.
Hey,
Um,
Tomlin said today that he was one of those that is like he was excited about. Like I
I bet
think
Sutton will probably play like 15% of snaps. I bet. I bet he gets eased back into it.
Mm-hmm.
He plays some inside, some out. He can play some deep safety type things like they started doing with Pat Pete last year. Pretty versatile guy, and just bigger than Beanie. It'd be situational.
Yeah.
yeah, that's what Tomlin said is that everyone in the secondary should be on notice because Cam is that versatile.
How's their defense? I don't know of any names like to worry about.
They are okay, I believe. Hold on, let
I
me
I
thought you
mean,
see.
just had the stats up.
I'm stat boy.
somebody said the other day that they haven't. You hate when people say this. Haven't played anybody, but had to played somebody.
Their
Well,
defense points for, so they're 11th in points, 14th in yards. They're 29th in the league yards rushing.
Oh, so
Mm.
that's what the guy said. He's like they have a terrible rush defense.
So
The guy in the
they,
gym, the guy
I
chirping
mean,
me in the
let's
gym.
just like schedule look at it real quick. Lost to the Bucks week 1, gave up 37, beat the Giants 21-18, beat the Bengals, that's when the Bengals were not playing like the Bengals, beat them 38-33, so another 30-point shootout. Beat the Cardinals.
They beat the shit out of the Panthers at some point,
Yeah,
didn't
beat the
they?
Browns, lost to the Ravens, beat the Panthers, barely beat the Bears, beat the Giants by 5.
So they give up points.
They give up
They're
points, and
gettable.
yeah, like I mean, yeah, I mean, their first half
Oh,
of the
they did
schedule is
good.
a little like ours. Like they didn't play any world beaters yet. Their losses are against the Bucks, who are what 4-5 now, and to the
They
Ravens.
should have lost to the Bears, to be honest.
Yeah,
And the Giants were able to run on them last week. Tomlin had mentioned the Giants ran on us. They also had a good running game against the Commanders. So Najee, maybe 400 yard games in a row. I could see it.
be nice.
Peter, what's his name? Big guy. Patterson is back, I think, off the ankle
Cordell.
injury. Yeah. Cordarrelle or however you say it. But yeah, he's
Cordell.
back. I don't think it's Cordell. It's like Cordarrelle Patterson.
I think it's
It's not
Cordell.
Cordell Stewart,
Hmm.
I think it's just
but
Cordell. It's not
no, there's an A
corduroy.
in
It's
there.
not
There's an A. I,
corduroy,
I
idiot.
ain't saying corduroy,
You're talking
idiot.
like a low T person. It's Cordell.
It's not Cordell. I'm gonna tell you that right
It's not
now. Shoot.
corduroy.
I ain't said okay.
It's
It's
Core
good. You're gonna
Darrell.
if you listen to this
Core
again,
Darrell.
thank
Nobody
you.
says Cordell, even his mother.
That's the pronunciation on Pro
Guarantee
Football
it.
Reference.
You already know. You won't
Nobody
say that.
says it like
You
that.
won't say that to his mom's face.
Nobody says Cordell.
Cordarrelle Patterson. Yes, they do.
They don't.
You said
Yes, they
it last.
do.
You said it whenever it was just us talking. Like we
I would
had the
never
the
say
lost episode.
Cora Daryl
No, you said Cordell, and I thought I didn't correct you there, but here we
because that's
are
right.
arguing in front of company again. Damn
The
it.
AI is going to have a field day with this now. All right, so he's back.
Yeah.
Najee's rolling. Warren's rolling.
Warren, he saved us again on another. It was like a third and long.
He's
He
great at
caught a
third and
pass, and
13s.
dude, he fights so hard for those yards. I want to keep both of them.
Remember when
They're
you hated
great.
him?
I don't hate him. It was just when silly reactionary fans are like, he's better than Najee Harris, but he's not durable and he fumbles. Najee is a fucking tank. So, yes, Najee is the guy, but
Triggered him.
don't get me started.
He triggered you, then looked away at the TV.
I don't know what he said.
He said something about Najee being a tank.
Fuck you guys. Anyways,
He talks like Cora Daryl. Okay, so we should be putting points up. Any worries going into this? This is a big game, off a bye, rookie quarterback. Stadium's going to be rocking. I'll be anxious to see how many. We haven't been to an observers game where the other team has been good. So, like, will we take it over like we usually do? It is low. It is pretty close. And nobody knew they were good. So maybe people bought tickets early, like
I
Steelers
bet
fans.
you there's a lot of hype around
Yeah,
this game. I think it's going
I
to be a
just
lot of
said that.
fun.
This ticket's like flying. This is like the hottest ticket in the country. I just spent like 39 seconds talking about this game being big, and he says, I bet this game's gonna be big. Be
Listen, the
hype.
way you said that. You sound like that guy. It was like from some reality show. He's like, and again, I got interrupted. You just sounded like that guy.
So I don't think it'll be a letdown. I think I'm ready for predictions.
Well, you asked for what we were worried about, and then you just went off.
I'm worried about giving up an
me.
opening touchdown because we have a tendency
Giving
to
up
do
an
that.
opening touchdown.
Yeah, we do that constantly.
Yeah, we do.
We're
Then we
bad at
settle in.
we're bad at those scripted drives. and then Smo will be like, game over. Like
Screenplays have been our
Oh
nemesis lately.
God.
it was really
We
just the
can't
last two
we
games,
can't guard
right?
them. We can't run them. So they're the worst thing we can do with them. And I love them. I wish we could run them
Oh,
so
I mean, a
much.
perfectly good screen.
I feel like we're
Do
gonna
you
get
think
Mason McCormick
Broderick?
out there.
Do you think Broderick could ever possibly execute a screen without either holding, running into somebody, or a legal man downfield? Like they have to take him out when they run a screen.
I just feel like he has this rage built within him, and we got to figure out how to channel it because he had this penalty where he just kept charging and hit somebody in the back, like blind side. Play was over, and I mean, he just came through. He's got this like little nasty streak to him. I just feel like the application of it hasn't been correct. And whenever he figures that out, and hopefully we get him on the right side since Moore's going to leave, then, he turns up. But interesting times with him. Hopefully the bye week was good for him too. We always end up making a move, right? During the bye week where we improve on something. Last 2 years, the run game picked up after our bye week. Our run game has been good. So then what's next? What is it that we work on? Or do we regress? I guess that's my worry is regression anywhere. Like the offense doesn't
Mm-mm.
build. That's my big thing.
We got a we got a new toy, dude. We got a new receiver. I don't. We're not going to regress at all, unless the only regression there'll be there'll be we'll play better teams. I don't think we'll regress, but we'll play better defenses. Uh, but I worry about injuries, dude.
We haven't
Every night,
lost after
every
coming out of a
night,
bye week since 2016.
every night. I pray TJ Watt wakes up
Oh
healthy.
God. He was
Dude,
out
come
chilling
on,
on the
man.
beach somewhere last week.
Just let's not even bring that up. But yeah,
Remember when
that,
he
that
slipped and fell in his pool?
yeah. Yep.
Oh
Oh.
Lord.
But okay, so Mike Williams, that acquisition, the reason I wasn't excited about him was that the last couple of plays I saw of him, like I know he played in the game against us, but when they were playing the Bills, like he dropped an easy one, then he
They
lost
all
his
do that,
footing. He lost his footing and fell, and it led to the game-ending interception.
dude. They
So,
all
like,
do that.
he just had a couple of those plays. Like he had a bad game, and I'm just
He had a
like,
bad
ugh.
game,
But
and
he was playing with the Chargers the year prior, right? And I believe he's like he can go get jump balls too. So he's like
yeah,
another big dude. Like,
he's
yeah,
great in the red zone. Great red zone guy. Big, like you said, big.
Hmm.
how big? Pause.
I
Good
was
grief.
waiting. I was waiting.
That's why you
Um,
said it like 3 times.
uh, but but he was hurt. He was hurt on the Jets, coming back off injury. So, and
He just
he
needs to
wanted to
be
play with
able to.
Rodgers.
His only job is going to be running deep.
You think?
Yeah,
I heard on TV today that Thielen was in the mix, but couldn't pass a physical.
they just need Mike Williams to be on the other side, be 6'4" and catch some 50-50 balls deep down the field and put like they need to just complete one of those to make sure people can't just fade one safety over Pickens' top. That's all they need. If
That's
you got
why I
to
feel
drop
like
another safety
because
back there because you've got two big guys that can go catch 50-50 balls, Muth's open over the middle, Calvin's open over the middle, Najee's running up the gut. Like it's getting people out of the box. Like
mhm.
Van Jefferson's not a threat to do that. And they did throw that back shoulder to him the last game that he caught. Good play. But like he's not as big a threat as Mike Williams is. That's all he needs to be able to prove that he can do.
I feel like Russ has been establishing the other receivers so that it can also free up Pickens. And notice Muth hasn't been used too much, but I mean, Russ is going to have a lot of options to distribute the football. It's going to be pretty nice to watch.
Got it. And one thing I'm encouraged is we've talked about this before. The later the season goes, the better our line gets. Um, so like maybe this, it'll even get better. he can even get more time. Sometimes I feel like he doesn't get a lot of time, or I don't know. It may just be Broderick getting blown up.
It's typically Broderick.
What about
Ah,
McCollum playing right tackle? Is he too little?
They're not going to
no, I
swap
think
him.
he's
Yeah, they're
a
not going to do that.
interior guy. If he's center, he'd probably move the guard, if anything else. But that is really nice depth to have because
Yeah,
that's way better than what we had with who was it, Mason Cole and
Kendrick
Herbig
Green.
backing him up. Oh, let's not start at Kendrick Green. They talked about they left him one on one with somebody this past week, and how CJ Stroud was constantly under duress. So ain't shit changed. But yeah, it would be great to see McCormick take just another step because he's already playing well. Zach Frazier should be back on the line, and I'm hoping that Broderick picks it up. I mean, how solid has Dan Moore been? We
Yeah.
haven't really heard his name much.
Yep.
No.
Do
Boy,
you,
if he
you
gets hurt,
want that guy to?
they're fine. Talking about guys that
Oh
you like
yeah.
can't have get injured. He's high on the list.
Oh, he was down last week, the
Yeah, the
past
guy
week.
instantly gave up a sack on the next play.
Yeah, yeah. Gosh.
All right, predictions. This is probably our biggest game, right?
Yeah.
Best team we've played.
Best team we've played. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So the boys are going to be up for it. Well rested. I'm going to go 27-23
I was thinking.
Steelers. 27-23 Steelers.
Hmm.
And I think it'll be kind of the same. Uh, Kind of like give them a touchdown to start, and we'll dick around, and then defense will lock in. Russell get cooking and put it away.
Yeah.
You guys know to speak.
Yeah, I mean, like 27-23 is a score I was leaning because I think it's going to be in the 20s. I think it's going to be tight. Um, Part of me wants to do the old Grant, everything's a bonus, and just pick a loss and go in feeling that way and being overly excited if we pull it out. Um, yeah, I think we maybe look past them coming out of the bye because we're looking at the Ravens in the North and we slip up and then get our shit together. So I'm gonna go 27-23, the opposite direction.
Mm. That would be the first observer. Did you factor in observers in the building?
I know. We can't, there's
That's
no
good for a
chance we
point
go,
and a
there's
half.
no chance we go 31-0.
That's good for at least 4 points. Chris,
We do well out of buys, and we also do
rookie
well against
quarterback.
rookie quarterbacks. Cliff Kingsbury has been pretty good scheming stuff up. If Nick Herbig is playing, then the pass rush could be constant, and you won't have all that attention on TJ. So one of these guys can make Jaden Daniels a little uncomfortable. They'll probably score that first drive, first or second drive. It tends to be what happens to us. But I still think, let's say points are scored in this one. I'm going to say 27-24 Steelers. Boswell wins it for us.
So you got him at one more point than I did.
You said,
24 is after
27.
23, yes.
I'm not sitting here writing down what he said, shit. But
One thing that's gonna piss me off is like I hate how these quarterbacks will get the ball out so fast and TJ just taken out. And so I could
yeah,
see
He's got to bat him down.
I could see Kingsbury like, you know, finding holes in the zone real fast.
yeah.
That will annoy me.
He'll be able, so
And I'll storm the field. I don't care.
him moving the pocket, will he be able to do it well with our edge rushers being able to get up the field? It's going to be really interesting because we have played mobile quarterbacks kind of well.
Yeah.
I mean, we play the best one twice a year.
Final question. Will you, while you're in the city, will you storm the field? More likely you storm the field or storm the Capitol.
I plead the fifth.
All right. Anything else? I'll see you guys
Good
Thursday.
grief.
That's it.
That was incriminating as hell. All right, observers out.
All right.
Gosh,
Bye.
get out of